Welcome. We're here at the Maxfield Outdoor Sports Complex, and as you can tell, there's a myriad of wonderful activities here. And we're going to learn just about all the wonderful things we can do, but I'm a member of the Parks and Recreation Department here. We've got Tad Nunez, who's a very busy man, who's agreed to sit down with us today and tell us all about the complex. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's a very busy week for you.
Yeah, it is, and it's great to have the Quechee Chamber folks here. We're all busy getting ready for the Balloon Festival this coming weekend, which is exciting.
It is. So tell us about the complex. A lot of us might have just driven by. We've heard in the news that it's getting ready and people are able to use it, but right. A lot of things can happen here. They
can, and just today, the time that you've been here, we've between your mom and your son and a family of 3, we're doing the beautiful mile loop on the outdoor path. It's ADA accessible. Two gentlemen, one is just recovering from a surgery that I just talked to. He said, yes, this was a perfect path because it was easy, it was flat, but it was long enough to get a good exercise in. He's just recovering from a back surgery. So when you think of this as a sports complex, it also has a lot of passive. There's quite a bit of wildlife viewing.
It's a beautiful place. I love how you have the trees dispersed and it really maintained the natural character of the area.
It's funny you should say that because Lewis Maxfield, who donated the property, this was once a field, a cornfield, or a dairy field, and his vision was not to lose that element of it. So there's mallards, there's blue herons, there's deer, there's wild turkey, there's probably every varmint you can think of out here, but nevertheless, we didn't lose that, including the wetlands, including well over $50,000 worth of plantings to sustain this area. Is not as a cookie cutter ball field here, tennis court here, athletic field here.
Lots of asphalt and heat. It's not like that.
Exactly. You get a sense when you get here, even though you see the athletic facilities, you look around and you do see tall grass, you do see wetlands, you do see areas that are inviting to the eye. But you wouldn't know it that between Route 5 and 91, just in the horizon. We've also done that for calming and for screening. So when you come up 91 or go down 91, depending, you really can't see the complex. You may see the top of the backstops. All those things were part of it. And then the most unique piece to this is the Army Reserve back over there. They use the facility quite aggressively now as well. So we're encouraging people who wish just to come out for a picnic, sit underneath here, the pavilion. We can't always promise at any given hour on a weekend that the comfort stations would be open, but we are working to have them open during the day and parts of the evening when there are events. There are 3 pavilions. This one here that we're sitting under, out further is another smaller one, and then by the tennis and basketball courts and the athletic fields, there's a Pavilion A that has a concession, larger bathrooms, and a much more space for picnics and things of that nature. So again, when I saw that family with a nice woman walking or running with their dog and her kids were bicycling and going out with your mom out there by the bridge, and your son was looking over the bridge. Of course, she was holding, but there's water running through it. There's something, it's cool. And if you did the whole route, you get a sense of that. And then it will be a destination for varsity athletics.
It definitely.
For large groups that want to rent the facility for lacrosse tournaments, Cal Ripken baseball tournaments. So yeah, it is a sports complex, but it has that piece to it. Our vision behind me in the wetlands, whether we had a boardwalk going through them with an interpretive path. There's a section out here that goes out. If you look further out, there's a Verizon pine tree out there.
Yes.
So
hidden nicely though.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. But there's a 30-foot right-of-way that we've given to the Army and them for the utilities, but it's an area that would be a perfect area for a boardwalk. So when you get into parking lot A, you can take the boardwalk over.
So beautiful facility, and make sure you check out the Hartford, Vermont Parks and Recreation Department so you can learn all the details about this facility. And we'd like to thank the hardworking people like Tad who keep it as beautiful as it is for us to use.